homes here in Tysons in Vienna, and today I'm with Teneice Bowie, and she's a Solidcore instructor in Tysons. And welcome, Teneice.
Hi Jane, thanks for having me and coming to the studio.
Yeah, early this morning.
Super early this morning.
But you're ready to go.
I'm ready to go. This is what time class starts, so this is my normal.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well tell us a little bit about Solidcore.
So Solidcore is a 50-minute workout that's derived from original Pilates, like traditional Pilates. I say derived because it is nothing like what you may have experienced if you're a Pilates person. The workout is designed to go to failure, so your muscles will be shaking and we're going to push you.
I can vouch for that.
And it's a full upper body, lower body, and obliques, so you have a full body workout in 50 minutes, unlike any other workout you've ever had.
It's intense.
Very intense.
Okay, so how did you end up being a Solidcore instructor?
So I used to be a Solidcore client. I was a client years ago in Old Town when I first came back to the area. And then I kind of made my way through a different work study program that they offered, and I would exchange some time and they would give me some classes, and I was like, hey, I think I really want to ramp this up and become a coach, so I did a year ago.
Awesome. So it's basically your own business running these classes, right? I mean, are you an employee or how does that work?
So Solidcore is a complete brand, and we have one owner, and we actually are headquartered here in DC, and our brand is original to DC. We've expanded out to different places in the country now, but we're not franchised, single owner, but the coaching staff is primarily contractors. So we do kind of do our own thing, but we're not employees.
Okay. And so how would that work then? I mean, do people then ask for your classes? Why would somebody come to you versus somebody else?
The beauty of being in a studio-based format is that there's several different coaches in any studio. Here, I think we are now at 6 coaches on a rotating basis. But you find the coach that works for you in terms of your time, what time they coach, playlists, which is huge in studio fitness, what type of music they play, and then really the overall vibe of the coach makes a huge difference. And if you connect with them, you come to their class, they're your person. If you don't, then you find somebody else. So where all of our schedules are listed on the website under solidcore.co, under Tysons, and you can see our faces, and there's a little bio that's more personality driven, and you can just find the person that you think you might want to come to class, and if it doesn't work, find another person. That's how it works.
Yeah. What kind of music do you play in your class?
So I do a lot of theme classes on Mondays at 5:25 is my staple theme class, and I do a lot of verses. So I might do tomorrow I have a Britney Spears versus Christina Aguilera, and so I'll do back to back. So we do that, and it gets people kind of excited because it's music that they maybe is current, that they love, or stuff that is kind of like a blast from the past that they haven't heard in a while. And I also let a lot of my clients kind of contribute to my themes, stuff like that. On Sundays, I kind of do a little bit more 70s funk in my classes. So I play a lot of what I want to hear, and if you have never heard it, you'll love it because I'm just going to introduce you. It's like me getting to moonlight as a DJ is what a lot of these classes are.
Ah, awesome. So who comes to Solidcore? Who's in your classes? Do you have men and women? And
We do. I want to touch on the whole male thing because a lot of men have always been intimidated by this class. And I'm saying intimidated. They might not use that word, but that's certainly what it is. They hear that it's on a machine, and women have told them that it's similar to Pilates, and so they just exit out. But the men who come realize that it truly is the hardest workout that they've ever had because it just pushes you in a way that traditional weightlifting, which is what they're more familiar with, doesn't. I do have a lot of male clients, and they are amazing, and it's just kind of breaking that barrier. In terms of everyone else, all ages are totally welcome. I do have older clients. I have clients who are 18 years old. But I will say, quite honestly, it is a very advanced workout, or intermediate to advanced rather. So it can be a little intimidating if you're coming from not having worked out before or getting back in the swing of things. I do suggest that you kind of start other places, or at least limit this to a couple times a day and include it with another thing in your regimen.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard work.
All right. Tell us a story about somebody that maybe has gone to your classes and achieved some goal or something?
Yeah, so I have a couple clients that have started with me maybe back in the wintertime, and they come in to the studio, and I know it's their first time because I have their roster, and they'll tell me, this is my first time, I'm going to be horrible, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that, and they say all these things to themselves and to me, and I'm like, okay, whatever, I got this.
Set an
I'm like, wait a
expectation.
minute, that's not how we're going to start this. However, there is a client that used to say that every time she would come in, she would just give me that disclaimer. And a couple weeks ago, we were in a very difficult move, and you're kind of moving forward on the machine, and I was challenging her to drop the handlebars, and she dropped them. And in class, I'm on the headset, and everyone else is there, and I was talking directly to her, and I'm like, remember when you first started this, and you said you couldn't do this, and here you are, like, leading the pack. So it's really cool to see people who are intimidated from the beginning and feel like they can't do it, and you watch them not only physically, but like emotionally let some of that baggage go, that they've been telling themselves they can't do something, and they totally can. I do also try to incorporate a lot of motivational speaking into my classes because I'm on the mic for 50 minutes. So I try to let you know what you can accomplish in real life and on the Megaformer, and really just push people and not just talking strictly fitness for 50 minutes.
Okay. And you're coaching, right?
I'm coaching.
Yeah. That's awesome. And I've been in her class, and she's a great coach.
Well, thank you.
So you also, I want to go back to the male thing, and you mentioned that one of your clients has a wife that maybe goes to a different brand, and was kind of skeptical maybe of coming here. So can you tell us that story?
Yeah, so I was just hanging out with some new pals last night, and his wife is a coach at another brand. And he's like, still, Solidcore was the hardest thing I've ever done. And, he was coming, and then life took him to a different direction. He's like, I'm coming back because I can't find the workout anyplace else. It's just the idea of 50 minutes, and you get a full body, and your muscles get to failure. And it's really difficult to get you there in any other type of class. We are not a cardio class. It is a strength-based class and a resistance-based class, and it's hard to get other places. A lot of people who work out traditional gym formats with just like weightlifting and whatever circuit they have, you're not normally getting to failure. And so your muscles don't get the opportunity to break down and grow as quickly. So the results take a lot longer when you're kind of just doing it on your own. And here we get you there quickly.
Okay. Yeah. And do they buy packages or what?
Yeah, so we have different formats for purchasing. You can always buy a one-off class. And we have one class you can buy all the way up to unlimited. It just depends on what your schedule looks like, what your budget looks like, and what your commitment looks like.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thanks, Teneice.
Absolutely.
Really
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So now, do you mind showing us just some of the equipment?
Yeah, let's take a peek.
Okay.
Is on this machine, and this machine is called the Svetlana, and it is a Megaformer style machine. So you've got two ends here. This is the back end, that's the front end, and the magic is right in between here in that carriage that goes up. This is what creates your resistance in class, which is your weight, essentially. So the entire workout is somewhere between the front and the back, and throughout the class we move around depending on what we're doing. So today, let's do some elevated moves here. So this is a core move. I'm in a crunch, an elevated crunch. I'm just slowly coming in, and everything from my belly button south is what I'm targeting right there. And slow, controlled movement is the name of the game here, because that is the idea. To expedite failure in your muscles is to move quite slowly, so they break down a lot quicker here. And there it is. And we do fun things like come out, do a push-up in there, come back up, add that crunch right back in, come back out, maybe add an extension where my upper abs become the focus there. All types of little cool things.
So if you're looking for a great workout, Solidcore's it. Sign up for Teneice's class. Her Solidcore class is in Tysons. It's at the corner of West Park and Jones Branch. Free parking. Go check it out. See you there.